Okay guys, here is my Nikola 84 volt 1600 watt hour. I'm adding a 510 watt hour pack to it, so I thought I'll do a quick video, see if it helps any of you, and basically because I'm bored. Okay, you have two 800 watt hour packs on either side on a 1600. Ignore this guy for the time being. This is the one I'm going to install. And you can only do this if you don't have a horizontally mounted motherboard. If you have a horizontally mounted motherboard, then obviously you don't have space for this. I mean, some people stick things in any old hole they see, yes, but I'm talking about doing a thing without any great modification. So if you have a horizontally mounted board, ignore this video. If you have a vertically mounted motherboard, this space under the handle is going to be empty, and it will accept this size battery pack. Okay, each battery pack has 3 leads, an XT30, an XT60, and a JST 4 pin. The JST 4 pin just plugs one battery into another so that the BSMs can communicate with one another. It doesn't plug anywhere else onto the wheel. It doesn't plug onto the motherboard or anything. It's just communication between the two BSMs, or 3 when we get around to it. The XT30 is plugged into your charging port, and the XT60 into your motherboard. So the first thing you want to do is come on the left side. To me, the left side is if you're standing on the wheel with the light facing forward. The left side is your left side. So obviously you have to take the cover off to get to all this. So this stuff is normally shoved in this little hole here, and you can't see any of it. I had started unhooking things to make life easier. That's why this fell out. I hadn't really put it back in. Okay, I'm just gonna put it like that. Okay, so you basically gotta fish out these leads out of this little hole. Then you wanna unplug your XT60, your XT30, and your JST. So this battery pack is now totally unplugged from the wheel. 3 leads, XT60, 30, JST. Okay, then you put this guy down here so it doesn't get snagged, and then push these wires through. Try not to pull on anything like I am. Okay. If it doesn't come through, it is caught on something, so don't be yanking on things. All right, there we go. And make sure you're not snagging these wires against here when you lay it down, because 55 pounds will bust that wire. Okay, then you come to this side. What you want to do, I should have said actually, before you do any of that, best is if you unplug the main XT60 from the motherboard. That should be your first thing anytime you do anything, just in case. Okay, and then press the on and off button to discharge the capacitors. Okay, imagine that was the first step, and then the other was the second step. Then now you want to unhook this battery. Well, you don't actually have to, but I like to do things from ground zero. And then the XT30. Okay, so now this battery is totally unhooked. Okay, now you have a Y splitter here. You don't have to take this off. I just want to show you what everything is. This XT30 is coming from your charge port. It's coming from your charge port. If you only had one battery, you wouldn't need this. But since you have two, they give you the Y splitter. So, make sure. Alright. That way, two batteries, XT30s, plug into here for charging. Anyway, now everything is unhooked. What you need to do next is charge each battery pack individually to full charge, so they're all at the same voltage. So what you want to do, might as well start with this battery pack since it's on this side. Forget the JST, it doesn't get hooked to anywhere else, it's just communication between battery packs, so forget that one. All you need from this battery pack is your XT30. Realistically is the only thing. I like to plug in the XT60 just in case. So I plug in my XT60. Make sure you get the polarity right. I mean, you can put it in wrongly, it's only one way, but just in case pins touch or something. There, and then you do your XT30. So now this battery pack is connected, the only battery pack is connected to this charging port and to the motherboard. Then you connect it back. Now, when you do this on Gateway, it's gonna spark. Don't panic, nothing has happened. They do that for some reason, I don't know why. So this battery pack is connected. Now get your charger all ready. If you're in a hurry, put it at 5 amp charge. Let's see, 800 now. Put it at like, I mean you can, but these cells can take half a C charge. So if it is 800, you should be able to safely charge at 4 amps. Your charger, fast charger, or if you have an OEM charger, then just charge it to fully charge. When you've done that, come back here, unhook, press your on and off button again to discharge the capacitors, then unplug the XT60 and the XT30. Okay, now this battery pack is unhooked, nothing else is hooked up to the system. Fish these wires through, do the same for the other battery pack. When the other one is fully charged, unhook that, and now plug in your new charger, new battery pack, XT30 and XT60 only. Forget the JST. Charge this guy fully charged. Once you have it fully charged, hopefully you have bought 3 Y splitters. One for your XT60, one for the XT30, and one for the JST 4-pin. Because you're gonna need to connect them all 3 packs together. And obviously they should be parallel splitters. So you would plug in your splitter anywhere on one of these two, any one of them, doesn't matter which one. And if you plug it into here, you'll have 2 more leads. So now you have 3 XT60s, 1 battery, 2 batteries, 3 batteries. You do the same on the XT30, and you have a splitter on this guy to connect these 2 batteries to this battery. Once you've done that, then you just try to make it as neat as possible. Either put it back in this hole or somewhere along here. Just make sure you don't get the wires lying on top here, because with your legs pushing against the side, it will it could nick the cables. So once you've done all that, put your covers back together and you should be good to go. If you see all this mess here, is because my motherboard was originally mounted horizontally. It died, so I changed my inner shell and got a vertical mount motherboard. And the leads from the motor were before long enough to reach up here. So now that I have it all open, I'm going to cut it all and make it to length, get rid of this rat's nest here. When you go to put your battery pack in, it has the sticky foam. Don't put it all the way in. If you're laying it on the side, don't let it drop all the way down, because then the other side you won't be able to close the side. It will be hitting against it. It basically sticks out a little bit here. Just centralize it and it will work. Then I put spacers here at the top and spacers on either side, so it has no room to move. Once you've done that, you should be good to go. Then you will have a 2100, so supposedly around 30% increase in range. Okay, hope this helped.